Hello everybody and welcome to Sterling Channel 19 here at Sterling High School in Somerdown, New Jersey. We bring you some girls softball here at the Castle. Sterling 1-5 to start their year. Haddon Heights 5-4-1 on the season. Yes, you heard that correctly. They have tied this season. That tie was a 3-3 tie against Cherokee all the way back in their first game of the season. But yes, as I said, Haddon Heights 5-4-1. They're 2-1 in the Colonial Liberty. Sterling is 0-4 in the Colonial Liberty. And last year, Haddon Heights 23-6, 11-1 in the Colonial Liberty. They knocked out Sterling in the Group 2 semifinals. That was the final year of Coach Marley's tenure as the softball head coach. It was Sophia Bordy who pitched a perfect game. 7 innings of work, 16 strikeouts. That is, you can't really get much better than that when you are Sophia Bordy. She is not playing today, so we will not be able to see her. But she is one heck of a talented player. We'll get to her in a bit in terms of her stats. Sterling has not really had the best luck against Haddon Heights within their past 5 meetings. Haddon Heights has beaten Sterling in 4 of the last 5 meetings. Sterling's last win coming back on April 22nd of 2022 against Haddon Heights. Sterling has only scored 3 runs within these 5 previous meetings, so definitely going to have to get the offense going here today against a pretty good pitching staff. Again, Sterling has only won 1 of their last 5 coming into this game. Haddon Heights has won 2 of their last 5, so both these teams not on the favorable stretch in terms of their previous 5 games. Haddon Heights head coach is Michelle Hastings, and for Sterling, their head coach is Jeff Abbott. Some highlight players to look out for. Again, we mentioned Sophia Bordy. She will not be playing today, but I do want to go over some of her stats, because if you're trying to find a Shohei Ohtani or a Babe Ruth of South Jersey softball, then look no further than Sophia Bordy. She has a 1.35 earned run average when pitching. She's only pitched 10 to 3rd innings, but it's still very impressive, allowing just 6 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, and 24 strikeouts. But hitting-wise, she is incredible. She's hitting .520 as an average, slugging .1120, 4 homers, 18 runs batted in, 8 walks, and 13 hits allowed. Hannah Butler, she's had a good start to the season for Heights. She's hitting .370 with 2 RBIs, 10 hits in total. And it's Gracie Granate, who's hitting .323 on the season. We're about to get ready to get underway. It's Michaela Coleman on for Sterling. And the first pitch of the day is slapped down over to third, and that's going to get by. It's going to be an infield base hit for Hannah Butler, the junior outfielder. So Butler aboard to start this ball game. So here's Sophia Bordy. She's not pitching, but she is still going to hit. And first pitch is fouled back. Bordy hitting .520 this year. She's slugging .1120, 4 homers, 18 RBIs. I was told before the game that she would not be playing, but I guess that was wrong. 0-1, that'll miss, and the throw over to second base is not in time. It's a stolen base for Butler. So now the Garnets with a runner in scoring position very quickly to start this ball game. I'm Brian McLernan, soon to be joined by Dan Leakin. 1 ball, 1 strike from Michaela Carr. That pitch taken upstairs. Carr coming in, she's a 6.77 ERA in 31 innings of work. She has allowed 30 earned runs. She has walked 24, struck out 9, and has allowed 68 hits coming in. Here's the pitch. That one upstairs, I believe. And looks like there's an out at second base. Honestly, to be completely honest, I did not see it. Not quite sure what happened there, but it's an out. And now the bases are empty. It's ball 4. Bases weren't empty for long, as Bordy is aboard with a walk. So Bordy is aboard. That'll bring up Gracie Granate. Yeah, I apologize if I'm butchering any names. First pitch, that's swung, grounded to second. That'll get through in a right field, a base hit. Bordy will stop at second, and it's runners at first and second with one out. So as we get time here, so that'll bring up Cameron Cahoot. First pitch from Carr, that's in for a strike. Carr having to deal with some early traffic here in this first inning. That one grounded over to third. That was bobbled. It'll go over to Carr and it'll load the bases. Wouldn't shock me if it scored an error. But now Haddon Heights has the bases loaded here in this first inning, one down. And it's D'Amelio up to the plate. First pitch, that's in for a strike. And I am joined by Dan Leake, and Dan, how's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. It's a beautiful day out right now. It's a little chilly this morning, but it's definitely warmed up a bit. Feels great.
That one grounded up the middle, a base hit to center field. Bordy will score. It's bobbled by Ott. That'll allow another run to score. It's a 2 RBI single for Jordan D'Amelio, and Heights will take a 2-0 lead here in the first. So that's going to bring up Sarah Cooley. First pitch from Carr, that's in for a strike. Runner goes from first, it'll be a stolen base on defensive indifference. So 2 runners on in scoring position. 1 out, that's a cut and a miss.
Really nice off-speed pitch there from KK Carr. And Cooley looked like she was just a little early with that swing.
Here's the pitch, that'll be taken down low. 2-0 Heights here in the first inning. 2 RBI single from Jordan D'Amelio drove in those 2 runs. That one swung on, grounded over to first, and there's going to be no throw. So it's going to be an infield single for Cooley.
Not a bad play there from the shortstop, Juliana Cruz. Not throwing that ball allows the defense to tag third base now and go for that type of play and stop the lead runner. So honestly, a really good play there from Juliana Cruz.
So they're going to bring in a pinch runner for Cooley. So it's a 3-0 ball game after the run did score from the infield single. Pitch is cut on and missed. It's 0-1. Some early traffic here for Carr. It's in for a strike. Cavison is the batter. Cavison hitting .261 to start her season. Here's the pitch, that one taken upstairs.
And this is the part of the lineup where KK Carr is going to need to dominate. I'm sure you guys heard in the pregame Brian mentioned some of the strong hitters on the Garnets, but in order for Sterling to get an advantage, they got to handle the bottom of this lineup with ease.
So that misses a little bit. Here's the pitch from Carr. Swing and a miss. She struck her out for a strikeout for Carr. 2 gone here in the inning. That'll bring up Brielle Connor, the sophomore. popped up, foul territory, first base side. I'll drop out of play. Heights with a 3-0 advantage here in the first inning. 2 RBI single from D'Amelio and an RBI infield single for Cooley. Allows Heights to get out to an early lead. That pitch taken a little high. Pitch from Carr. And a called strike. Not strike 3, but a called strike. Got very aggressive with that called strike call, huh?
You were ready too. You got all excited.
Over to third, it goes foul over near the Sterling dugout. Game started a little bit later than it should have, but not as late as the previous time we had to, or we did cover these Lady Knights.
Gave me a bit of a better start to get here.
Swing and a miss, and that is strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Carr, but she does allow 3 runs to score. Sterling's offense coming up when we come back. Heights leads at 3-0. Bottom of the first inning here at Sterling High School. It'll be Cooley on the mound for the Garnets. She's pitched 6 2/3 innings of ball this year. It's a 3.15 earned run average. First pitch, grounded over to short, picked easily, throw over to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out to start Cooley's afternoon. So Juliana Cruz grounds out to start this bottom half of the first. Brings up Caitlin Stevenson. First pitch, that'll miss outside. Swing and a miss. Here's the pitch from Cooley. Just misses outside again. Over to second. Nice sliding play throw over to first in time. My goodness. Kayla Kellogg made that look pretty easy, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, that's unfortunate for Caitlin Stevenson, too, because that was a really well-hit ball, but she just made that look too easy. And one thing I was going to mention, Sterling has to do a little bit better job of just being patient at their at-bats. While I was doing stats there, I realized none of them have walked. So it'll be important for them to be a little bit more patient, select their pitches that they want to swing at, and that's what's going to help them. And I think Caitlin Stevenson did a great job of that, selecting the pitch, waited for that pitch, and she drove it. Just a great play there from second baseman.
Swing and a miss from Caitlin Ott. Ott hitting .526 on the year. 1 home run, 5 runs batted in. Has not walked this year, as Dan said. She has 10 hits. And that misses up in the zone. It's a fairly close pitch, but home plate umpire not really giving it to them. Swing and a miss. Pitch in the dirt, but Ott was caught chasing there. And time is called. Over short, backhanded throw over to first. In time, just barely got her. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Cooley. So far, Haddon Heights off to a good start. They're up 3-0. We head to the second. Top of the second inning here at the Castle. 3-0 Haddon Heights on top. It's Connor to lead things off. It's the bottom half of this Heights lineup, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Or I guess in this case the 8, 9, and 10, not really sure. Pitch from Carr, that one misses. So leadoff base runner for Heights. So it's the top of the order here for Heights. First pitch slapped right over to the mound. Throw to first is in time. Runner moves to second. So it'll be Hannah Butler. Excuse me, that's Bordy. There's a bit of confusion here with the lineups here today. We got the lineups for both teams very late.
And to be completely honest with you, I'm writing this down, and I'm not good at this, so I might be messing it up.
That's into right center field, a base hit. A run's going to score. Bordy's rounding first. She's digging for 2. The throw in from Ott is not in time. It's an RBI double. And it's 4-0 Haddon Heights. So Sophia Bordy with an extra base hit and RBI, just continuing her offensive dominance to start this season. Again, she was hitting .520 coming in. That's a cut and a miss.
Man, I am really confused right now.
And that misses. Just missed on the outside corner, I believe. And that's in for a strike right down the chute. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's over to first. That'll slide into right field, a base hit. Bordy's rounding third. She's going to score. That gets all the way to the wall. And it's going to be an RBI triple for Haddon Heights. And it's going to be another run. It's 5-0. So that'll bring up Cameron Cahoot, who reached base on an error in her last at-bat. It was Gracie Granate who drove in a run with an RBI triple. She's on third. Pitch from Carr, that'll miss outside. I mean, most of these pitches for Carr, they're not missing by much.
Yeah, but there are some really talented hitters on this Heights team, so when it gets too much of the zone, they're going to drive it, and we've seen that a few times already today.
And that's a called strike to Cahoot. And here comes. That'll miss ball 4. It's another walk issued by Carr. That's going to bring up Jordan D'Amelio. D'Amelio drove in 2 with a 2 RBI single up the middle. That's driven into left, a base hit. And that's going to get by Justice and go out of play. So I'm assuming that'll be ruled a double for D'Amelio. Going to put runners at second and third for Sarah Cooley. It's upstairs. One down here in the inning. 5-0 Heights leads. That's over into left field, a base hit. 1 run will score. RBI single for Sarah Cooley extends this Heights lead at 6-0 here in the second. So here's Ruby Caviston, struck out in her last at bat. That's in for a strike. It's a stolen base. In for a strike. So no balls and 2 strikes. This is upstairs. One out here in the inning. Pitch to Caviston, that'll miss outside. Sterling looking a little bit frazzled here in these first couple innings of play. That one driven. Out to left, Justice is under, she makes the catch, runner tags from third, the throw to plate is cut off, allows a runner to go to third, the throw in time. So they do get the out at third, which will retire the side. Another 3 runs for Haddon Heights. It's a 6-0 lead, we head to the bottom of the second. Alright, so here in the bottom half of the second, Sterling down 6-0. It'll be Huber, Sims, and Justice. That one chopper to third, it'll go foul. Huber coming in, hitting just 167. Misses in the dirt. Huber did hit a home run when we were covering softball last time. That was cool. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Huber's down on strikes.
Cooley doing a great job of controlling her off speed. That one was a beautiful pitch. I mean, it goes right down the middle, but just the pitch selection and the control that she has on her off speed pitches really fooled Riley Huber off the plate there.
So to bring up Madison Sims, who we did not see in the last time we covered softball. She cuts and misses there. She, I believe, was on vacation for a soccer tournament of some sort. A 1 to Sims. That'll miss just barely. One ball, 1 strike. That one chopped foul. Sims coming in is hitless in 4 plate appearances. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch in the dirt.
Sarah Cooley continuing to mix in her pitches here, doing a really good job of working counts and really making the Sterling hitters struggle to get their at-bats.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Grounded over to short. Backhanded, kind of bobbled over there. There's going to be no throw. So Sims will reach base. That'll most likely be scored an error. So it's going to bring up Karina Justice. Justice coming in hitting .353. That one fouled out of play. That's going to go in the JV field.
Brian, speaking of JV, may I mention that Haddon Heights' JV uniforms look clean. They're all black.
That is kind of
really
nice,
man.
I agree.
I was looking at that earlier. I was like, wow.
I mean, the sun is beating down on them a little bit, so I could see why they might be a little hot, but
Sure.
In terms of the design, they look pretty nice. That one gets by, that'll head to the backstop, and it's going to be a free base for Sims.
Very true, Brian, but man, they are some really nice unis.
Dan, I think we have our lineup situation pretty solved to this point, I'd say. Hopefully.
Hey, Jinx.
Here's the pitch to Justice. This is upstairs.
Oh, dude, that's weird. We said hopefully in like the same exact pitch, and
You're right, yeah.
That was weird. It shows the chemistry here on Sterling Channel 19.
Heights prepared for the bunt. This is upstairs. Justice has 6 hits and 17 play appearances to this point. That one swung on, fouled out of play.
Some quality hits here from Karina Justice. And from someone who doesn't put a lot of power into the swing, these are going decently far.
Honestly, I'd say this is probably the best at-bat of the day.
100%.
Pitch from Cooley. In the dirt, ball 4. Sims will go to third, so it's runners at the corners. Here with 1 out.
And a great at-bat there from Karina Justice, doing a great job of working the count and working Cooley a little bit, and that's something we haven't seen Sterling do yet. And I think she draws the first walk for the Lady Knights of the season.
So here's Michaela Carr. She has a runner in scoring position here for the Knights as they look to get their first run on the board. And this down low. Justice will take second base. She was coming into this game with 5 stolen bases. Make it 6. So now 2 runners in scoring position, a cut and a miss from Carr. One gone in the inning for the Lady Knights. Carr looking to come through early. Swing and a miss. Sims at third, Justice at second. 1 out here in this bottom of the second for Sterling. They look to get on the board. This is in the dirt. Cooley dealing with her first set of traffic here in this game. Retired the top 3 hitters in this Sterling lineup, all via the ground out back in the first inning. Slapped out to right, that's going to go foul out of play and almost hit a fan. Nice job by that gentleman to get out of that way, as I believe it hit his chair.
Some cat-like reflexes right there.
Indeed. Wow. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Carr. Cooley delivers. Swing and a miss, and Carr down on strikes. Second strikeout of the day for Cooley. There's 2 down. That'll bring up Jayla Davis. So 2 on, 2 out for Davis. One of only 2 seniors on this Lady Knights squad, the other being Caitlin Ott. That's in for a called strike. Cooley looking to get out of the jam here in the second inning and keep this 6-0 lead afloat. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes.
Sterling really out front of it, and Cooley doing a great job of, again, mixing in that off-speed pitch to catch these batters out front.
For the most part, that off-speed pitch has been very effective for her. The 0-2, that one will miss upstairs. Solid waist pitch there from Cooley. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And a called strike 3. Davis down on strikes. 3 strikeouts on the day for Cooley. She gets out of an early jam here in the second. We head to the third. Heights leads 6-0. Top of the third inning here at the Castle. Haddon Heights with a 6-0 lead over the Sterling Lady Knights. It'll be Brielle Connor to lead things off. She walked back in the second inning. Heights almost batted around in the second. It looks like we have a little bit of a mask issue with Davis over there at third.
I have to say, I really like the mask thing in softball. I think it definitely helps with player safety, and I think that's most important, especially in high school sports.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's a very nice addition. First pitch to Connor, that almost upstairs. Carr not really off to the best start in this one, but what she definitely needs is an easy inning here in this third as her pitch count continues to creep up. The 1-0. Lining caught by Davis at third. What a snag for out number 1.
And those cat-like reflexes that we saw from the man earlier get shown on the field. Jayla Davis with an amazing snag at third. And that really is going to help KK with this easy inning.
That's in for a strike to Kayla Kellogg. Shows bunt, gets it down in fair territory. Davis throws to first in time. 2 quick outs for Carr, exactly what she needs.
And we've officially gotten our lineup situation all sorted out, so that feels nice.
First pitch, that'll miss down low. Hannah Butler, 1 for 2 today. She's singled and grounded out. She's already batting for a third time here in this third inning.
Wow.
The 1-0. Shows bunt, gets it down. Throw to first is not in time, and Butler using that speed. Wow. An infield single, and it was a single that was bunted back to the mound.
It was a single that was really well played from KK Carr. She is really fast, man.
Yeah, she moved quickly down the line.
Wow.
That brings up Bordy. It's an RBI double and a walk. First pitch upstairs, throw over to second. There was no one covering. It gets into center. But Ott was able to cover it, so Butler won't advance past second. I'm not really sure why. It's either the person trying to cover second got there too late, but other than that, just a bit of miscommunication there. That one misses.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, Brian. I don't think the steal was well communicated in the infield, and it caused Caitlin Stevenson and Juliana Cruz to have some confusion here on second base.
Line to left center. That's going to get down for a base hit. That'll go to the wall. Butler will score. And Sophia Bordy, her second RBI double of the game, gives Heights a 7-0 lead.
And I mentioned earlier, KK Carr has caught the plate a little bit, and with some more of the experienced hitters, that's going to get slammed. That's going to get sent to the outfield, and we see a very experienced hitter doing very experienced hitter things and just making good use of a good pitch.
First pitch in the dirt to Gracie Granate. She's singled and tripled.
Listen, from here, if that ball kept carrying, that one's going straight for Brian's head. It's going to be
Indeed.
a head over here.
That's in the dirt. Booty at second, 2 down in the inning. It's in for a strike.
And that was a nice pitch. That was a really nice pitch. Had a lot of movement on it. And honestly, it looked like from here it started towards the batter and then shifted its way into the zone. And that's exactly how you use that pitch right there.
That'll miss high and upstairs. Grounded over to first. That's going to get through into right field, a base hit. Rounding third, coming home is Bordy. She will score. And Granate's off to second. The third in the bag, not in time. It's an RBI single. And it's now 8-0 Haddon Heights here in the third. It's the second RBI for Granate. That'll bring up Cameron Cahoot, who's walked and scored on an error, or reached base on an error, excuse me. Cahoot takes high.
And that chill I mentioned earlier is coming back a little bit, Brian. I'm starting to get a little chilly here up on my arms.
That will line into right field, a base hit. Granate rounding third, she's coming home. The throw, there will be no throw. It's another 3-run inning here for Heights.
Now, Brian, it looked like they had a shot at getting her at home. I don't know why they looked like they were playing a little lazy going into the infield, but it looked like they almost had her at home. I don't know what the sense of non-urgency was.
This is in the dirt. This is Jordan D'Amelio. She's 2 RBIs on the day. She is singled and doubled. And that one misses. And all 3 of these runs in this inning being scored with 2 outs. Carl retired the first 2 batters in this order with a line out and a ground out. That's going to get by. Be a free base for Cahoot. A wild pitch. 9-0 Haddon Heights here in the third inning. Here's the pitch from Carr. And a called strike. D'Amelio thought it was ball 4. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. That's upstairs for ball 4. Another walk for Carr. Runners at first and second. That'll bring up Sarah Cooley. Cooley with 2 RBI singles today. Has a chance to get another one with 2 runners on. 2 outs though. 9-0 Heights lead it. It's in for a called strike. Line to center. Ott on the move. She can't get there. Rounding third, coming to the plate. The throw is on the money. What a throw from Ott to get the outfield assist and to finally retire the side. 3 more runs do come across for Haddon Heights. They lead at 9-0 after 3. Bottom of the third here at the Castle. Haddon Heights with a 9-0 lead. They've scored 3 runs in their 3 innings offensively. First pitch outside to Skylar Anderson. Sarah Cooley dominating so far. There's not a lot of hit yet. Until now. The announcer's jinx works in our favor, huh?
Yeah, normally it works against us, and normally it's because of me, but it worked in our favor at all. It's a great Great knock from Skylar Anderson to finally break this hitless streak that Cooley had going.
Brings back to the top of the order. It's Juliana Cruz. Grounded out back in the first. First pitch, that's upstairs. Throw back to first, not in time. One ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss.
The Phillies had a really nice win today. A nice 5-0 shutout.
Indeed, Zach Wheeler pitched very well. Bryce Harper, 2-run home run in his first game back from being off the paternity list.
Using a little bit of that pop-up power.
Indeed, that one bunted foul. Bryson Stott had 2 RBIs.
And that's good for him, because he's had a little bit of a slow start to the season. And the sooner he can get on track, the sooner, the hitting will start rolling around a little bit more consistently.
Yeah, great bounce back win. They split the series in Cincinnati. They'll travel to San Diego. I'll ground over to short, throw to second base for 1. That's all they'll get. So fielder's choice, and there's one gone here in the inning. Brings up Caitlin Stevenson, who grounded out in the first inning.
Yeah, but the Phillies have been a really fun team to watch this year, especially speaking of Zach Wheeler, that starting pitching that they have displayed.
That one wants it right in front of the plate, throw to first in time. Cruz moves to second. So 2 down in the inning for Caitlin Ott.
This is a little bit of the small ball we saw them utilize our last time, broadcasting the Lady Knights, and it worked in their favor. And I think, Coach Abbott is just trying to pull out the stops, trying to at least get some type of runs on the board here in a 9-0 deficit.
Caitlin Ott also grounded out back in the first. Swing and a miss. We've seen a few Lady Knights chase some of those breaking balls in the dirt, and Caitlin Ott did so in her last at bat and just did so right there. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. It was in and out of the glove.
And in their defense, Brian, that breaking ball has a lot of movement on it, and it's a really tough pitch to track if you're up there at the plate.
Yeah, for sure. Heck, I'd probably be swinging and missing it too, to be honest.
See me and MLB The Show. Whew. I'm like 5 seconds early.
Here's the 0-2. Ground ball right back to the mound. Cooley has got it. Throw to first is in time. And that'll end the inning. The Knights stranded 1. They trail it big time 9-0 after 3. 9-0. Haddon Heights leads it. We're here in the top of the 4th inning, and what was that noise?
Are you okay?
Yeah. I took a weird sip from my Coke, and I don't know what that noise was.
What was that?
I have no idea. Ruby Caviston is the hitter for Haddon Heights as we start this 4th inning. And
a little bit of a conversation at the plate to start.
Yeah, head coach Michelle Hastings having some sort of conversation with home plate umpire. Caviston has struck out and flown out today. First pitch from Carr, that's way upstairs. Carr did retire the first 2 batters of the 3rd inning before the Garnets were able to score 3 straight runs. 1 ball, no strikes. That's upstairs, 2-0. Carr does have 4 walks in this game. Hasn't really been able to find the zone consistently. She does have a strikeout today, though, and Caviston was the victim, but she walks here to start this 4th inning.
You just can't find the zone. I mean, in a deficit like this, it definitely makes sense for a pitcher to lose some control, but just a walk like that, you at least got to find your strike a little bit. Like, you got to start throwing them a little bit more down the middle and start getting something that you can take control of.
First pitch, that misses to Brielle Connor.
And I don't know if it's me, Brian, and every umpire is different, but this umpire strike zone seems a little small.
I agree. I mean, I don't know if it's on the angle we have, but
he definitely does seem a little smaller than usual.
He's not given any pitcher the outside corner.
Mm-mm. And that's one of the opposites we saw from last time.
That one slapped into left field, a base sitting in no man's land. That was Sammy Zabo who got the hit.
A really nice slap. I mean, right over the third baseman's head. Third baseman, J.A. Davis, is playing in watching for the bunt because obviously Zalsbo has some speed, but a really nice placement of that slap. I mean, right over her head, and Karina Justice could not get there in time.
So Kellogg takes a first pitch ball. The 1-0. That'll miss. Foul back.
And those are the pitches I want to see from KK Carr a little bit more consistently. I mean, it got it right by the hands, fouled back, and now you take control of the count a little bit, knowing where her weaknesses are and where you can throw that ball again.
This is inside. Kellogg is singled and grounded out today. Three balls, one strike. Misses upstairs, ball 4, and that'll load up the bases. So it brings us back to the top of the order. Bases loaded, nobody out. Slapped over to third. It's a foul ball.
And this will be a good time to mention, I mean, this will not be the only stream. We have one more stream tomorrow that'll be coming out eventually, which will be boys lacrosse against Triton, and that'll do it for this week. And then next week, we have a couple streams coming right for you.
We will keep it a little lighter next week, though, because
this week was a week for the Brian and Danny Jensen trio.
Indeed, but also we do have prom next Friday, so something to look forward to.
Very excited, organized by a very, very great class, officers, Brian included, did an amazing job with the event placement and the event itself, so we want to thank the class of 24.
That one fouled away. And I was able to tour the ballroom, I think a little over a year ago, and it's a beautiful place. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are going to really like it. And she went around.
We definitely appreciate the effort that the class of 2024 has also put into this, because I'm guessing it's been a long journey, Matt.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we've been designing the table pieces very recently. They're going to intentionally walk Sophia Bordy with the bases loaded, which drives in a run to make it 10-0. I guess they don't want to see Bordy hit with the bases loaded. I mean, if you saw how she's been playing today, I wouldn't want to either.
And if you saw how she's been playing throughout the season, I mean, her hitting, I mean, Brian's mentioned it a few times before, I'll mention it again, a .520 average, a 1.120 slugging percentage with 4 home runs, 18 RBIs, 8 walks, and 13 hits. So out of her 25 at-bats.
That's going to sneak through into right field, a base hit. At least 2 runs will score. And that'll make it 12-0 Haddon Heights. They have now scored 3 runs in each of the 4 innings they have batted.
Now just one more little stat I want to put in there because I think it's cool. They don't have it on NJ.com, but her on-base percentage is probably through the roof because out of her 25 at-bats, she's gotten on 21 times previous to this game.
That one driven deep to center field, way back, and that ball is way out of here. kissed it goodbye. No doubt about that one. Dan, me and you knew that was gone as soon as it left the
So
bat.
I'm not gonna lie, I think I stood up thinking that was coming for us. I got a little scared there. Definitely got a little scared there, but on a little bit of a happier note, Brian, your streak continues.
Indeed, my home run streak does continue. I mean, obviously was wishing it was the different team, but what a shot.
Deep center field.
That ball was absolutely tattooed.
No. Is K-Dot going to get a shot here at pitching?
I think so. K-Dot is on the mound for the Lady Knights, as that does it for Michaela Carr. Ott has not pitched this year.
I don't think she ever has. This is going to be an interesting experience, Brian.
Indeed. I mean, you usually see the position players pitch in MLB. You don't see it very often, but sometimes you do see some pretty funny moments. Some that I remember,
I think I know what you're going to say.
Phillies legend Cody Clemens has struck out Shohei Ohtani before. Anthony Rizzo has struck out Freddie Freeman before.
There's something I'm waiting for you to say.
Yadier Molina has pitched before.
This isn't what I want you to say.
Albert Pujols has pitched before. What is the one that I'm thinking?
There's one specific occasion where it wasn't because of a big lead, because they ran out of bullpen arms and they placed a pitcher.
I know what you're talking about.
Correct. Here it comes.
Roman Quinn.
Roman Quinn. Yes, it was. Roman Quinn, and then Vince Velasquez posed a White Sox player at home.
It was Jose Abreu.
It was Jose Abreu?
It was Jose Abreu. I remember that. He's now a Houston Astro. That one lined, and nice backhand throw over to first. It won't be in time. Deflected off the glove of Davis.
I was just about to ask you the same question. Who's up right now?
Hey, watch the gap!
It looks like Cooley's.
Addie's for shooting three!
Oh. Okay.
That one fouled back.
I think it was a grand slam.
Hey, watch this play! Got that!
Last screen real quick.
Karina!
Hey, Kate!
So that misses upstairs. That's high upstairs. Throw to first is not in time.
Hey, Kate! Bless you.
That one fouled away.
Coming either to you or between us.
Yeah. Karina. Karina. What's the score?
So that'll miss. It's free base there for Cooley.
Karina. What's the score?
So 2 runners on. And pitch is low. That'll miss and get by. D'Amelio will get third.
Hey, we gotta go! Shooting four! Field shooting two!
So second and third. this is down low. Because of Ott coming in, Korean Justice takes over in center. Kayla Carr now in left. It's in for a strike.
Currently here in center, we are a little unsure of what the score is right now, but our approximate guess, just for the viewers at home, is 15-0.
So that's a walk right there. Bases loaded. And with one out. It's in for a strike. And that's in there, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. That one popped up, and Ott makes the play. Two down in the inning. Bases still loaded here for Heights. Popped up foul to play. That'll miss high. And Haddon Heights, they're a great team, well-rounded offensively, and they're showing that here today. 5-4-1 coming in, and barring some miracle, they should move to 6-4-1 on the season, which would lead them their 5th straight win against Sterling. Here's the pitch from Ott. It's in for a strike. That's high, ball 4. That'll drive in a run. This has been a pretty insane game, to be completely honest. We've had some issues here at the broadcast table in terms of lineups and some scoring and some strike calls and all that. We've lost track of the score. We're a whole mess here today, but you know what happens. We apologize for viewers at home.
I think they just sucked her in. You don't know. Oh, wait, it's gonna be a race. Right. It's gonna be between us two. Wait, what's that? Does that mean
First pitch from Ott. That'll miss. And I would assume with the way this game has gone, I'm kind of surprised the home plate umpire's strike zone has not gotten wider. That's upstairs. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. That's in there. Dan, any luck?
Nope. We have no clue what the score is.
That's what I thought. It's fine. That's high.
It's been a frustrating game for us here in Channel 19 as
Yeah,
well.
that's what I was just saying. Literally, as you were down there, I was like, this has been a very crazy game. I mean, we don't know what the score is. We had some lineup issues.
And compared to some of our professional, I'd say most of our professionalism, this is not very Channel 19 of us, but Sitting in center field has its negatives sometimes.
Indeed, and it's also rough because we don't have the usual materials that will get us to our fullest potential in terms of a broadcast.
But luckily, Paul Mays is back in New Jersey. So
Indeed, he is.
This should be sorted out pretty soon, and we should be back on the live stream. Yahoo!
Hey, we still got 2 outs!
Yeah, recording these games without them being live is a little meh. It's not the same.
Yeah. We work with what we got, though. That's in for a strike.
Indeed, we do work with what we got.
So, guys, we're going to talk about a dominant win for the Phillies to split the series in Cincinnati.
Sorry, Brian.
Line in the left, that's a base hit. Goes out of play. It's going to score 2 runs.
As you were saying, Brian.
Yeah, I mean, a great way to bounce back. It was a tough loss in Game 3 of the series. Spencer Turnbull pitched great, but the bullpen was a bit suspect. But today, Zach Wheeler was great. Ryan Kirkering did his job.
And we got a very important Sixers game to look forward to tonight as well.
Indeed, Game 3 against the Knicks. They hold a 2-0 series lead at Wells Fargo Center.
The return of D'Anthony Melton with a struggling Buddy Hield. I think this will give the Sixers a nice second guard option back into the lineup.
Yeah, that's big. I think they have to win this game tonight.
Oh, 100%.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. I just hope that our boy Joel and our boy Maxie are at their fullest potential tonight. Hopefully Maxie's not sick, and hopefully Joel isn't nursing that knee too much. And Nick Nurse has a good coaching game, and hopefully they hear him call a timeout today. And then on top of that, we got the NFL draft tonight for the Philadelphia Eagles. They have pick 22, but are expected to trade up. So normally it's all quiet on the Western Front during this time for Philly sports. Isn't so quiet. We got a pretty action-packed day today.
Yeah, the Phillies, they'll be playing in San Diego. Tomorrow's game will start at 9:40.
And I think it's a good test for the Phillies because they've had a remotely, I would say, easy schedule in this past, week or two. So I think San Diego is a perfect test to see, where they're at. Like a lead infraction, maybe?
I'm just going to assume that there was some sort of run limit or whatever. I don't really know what happened, but
It's 3 outs.
yeah, we'll keep it here, Dan. So yeah, the Phils playing the Padres after coming off this Reds series. Reds a fairly competitive team going into the playoff race. They just barely missed last year.
So our pitchers, I'm going to ask you because you're really the Phillies guy here. Our pitchers are probably going to be Noah Suarez, and then I heard Taijuan Walker's coming back?
Yes,
correct?
he will pitch, my guess, in Game 3 of the series.
I don't like that. You got to understand that Turnbull is such a low-money signing, and he's pitching the way he's pitching. This isn't going to be a consistent thing, and the only way to make it, or even try to make it a consistent thing, is to keep him in there. You don't
I
yank him
agree.
now. Let's see him just start.
I agree a lot. I don't think they should.
And Taijuan had that awful re-up session in AAA.
He did. But I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to justify his signing because they paid him a lot of money.
Correct.
So if they wouldn't put him back in the rotation, it would make it look like the contract was a waste.
Mm-hmm. And last year, and my trumpet teacher actually pointed this one out to shout out to Joe Anderson out there. But last year he led the team in the wins category, but that category is just so fraudulent that it really didn't prove anything.
Yeah, pitcher wins is a very irrelevant stat in baseball. It doesn't really mean anything because the way you determine the win is not only like not allowing a lot of runs, but your offense has to do work too. You could allow 0 runs, but your offense could also score none, and it would be a no decision. So, like, it's an irrelevant stat that I don't think matters at all. It usually never is.
And a good example of that was this year. Zach Wheeler was ranked the second pitcher in the NL for like 2 weeks, and he was 0-2. Just because we had no run support and our bullpen did not do well after, which led to 2 losses.
That's a foul ball. Yeah, I think he's 2-3 now.
Yeah, but that's...
But again, the win stat for pitchers, I don't think means anything.
He is now the number 1 ranked pitcher in the NL, right above Tyler Glasnow on the LA Dodgers. Deserved, very deserved.
Yeah,
And
very much so.
Danger cracked the top 10, which is also deserved.
For sure. He had been very, very good. So is Turnbull. I mean, overall, this starting rotation has looked very strong. I mean, we've seen a little bit of struggles from Christopher Sanchez, but other than that, I think it's overall been very good. That's a base hit here for the Lady Knights. For Riley Huber. Gonna bring up Matty Sims.
And yeah, but other than Nola's home run per game as well, he's also had a pretty good start to the season.
Back-to-back knocks as Sims is now aboard. It's her first hit of the year. So congratulations to Matty Sims. If her last at bat was indeed scored in error, then that would be her first base hit this season. Brings up Korean Justice, and Haddon Heights playing their infield in, expecting the bunt or the slap hit. Two runners on for the Lady Knights as they look to get on the board. This is outside. That's in the dirt. And yeah, the Phillies playing a very competitive Padres team. I mean, they kind of disappointed people last year. I mean, but their lineup is full of stars.
Indeed.
I mean, the only real loss you have is Juan Soto, but
good for Juan Soto. As much as I don't really like him as a player, and I think it's because the Phillies went against him a ton during his time in Washington, he is finally, I think, found his rhythm in New York. And so I'm glad he has found that rhythm, because in San Diego, I think he struggled a little bit.
That one over to third. They'll get the force out there. That's all they'll get. But yeah, Juan Soto finding his groove as a Yankee. I like him a lot as a Yankee, to be completely honest. Him and Aaron Judge, that's going to be a fun duo, especially if they re-sign him, because Soto is in a contract here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was traded for in the offseason, that is right.
So, I mean, hopefully for the Yankees, they re-sign him. But so far, it would look like a great re-signing.
Oh, for sure.
But in the Padres, they have Manny Machado, Xander Bogaerts. They got Dylan Cease.
And Dylan Cease, I'm happy he's had a good season this year. Last year, and I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he had a pretty down year last year compared to 2022.
Yeah, he had over a 4 ERA as a White Sox starter, but he was still very good overall. He still ranked up his strikeouts, so it's going over to first foul. He was still fairly solid, just not the ace that the White Sox were looking for, and because the White Sox are not very competitive this year, I think they were perfectly fine with letting him go, and glad to see Cease was able to find a contender.
Not very competitive, that's an understatement. Sorry for all White Sox fans out there, but they're a miserable team this year.
And the Padres, they also have a solid bullpen overall. I mean, their rotation,
even with the loss of Josh Hader this past offseason.
Yeah, but he Hader himself has not looked that great as an Astro so far.
No, I was about to say the same thing.
Fly ball right center. That is going to get down. Sims on her way to third. She'll stop there. So now the bases are loaded here for the Lady Knights. Padres also have a rookie in Jackson Merrill playing at center because they don't have Trent Grisham anymore. He is also a Yankee.
Even with the Padres are shocking to me with all the losses they had this past offseason with Blake Snell, Juan Soto, Josh Hader. They are still finding a way to really do it, and they're doing a great job this season. And I think having some consistency in the lineup with a bunch of question marks last season and having a straight lineup almost every night is a nice feeling as well.
Yeah, I mean, they have Jake Cronenworth, they have Hassan Kim, who broke out a lot last season. That's right back to the mound, throw to third, and they got two there to end the inning.
And I gotta say, I mean, Hassan Kim has definitely broken out, but on a different note, he's horrible in MLB The Show.
I will have to agree on that, but that is going to end this game via mercy. Heights with a dominant win. They move to 6-4-1 on the season. Lady Knights struggled here today overall. They'll drop to 1-6. The home run streak did continue, Dan.
Oh! I forgot about that. It did continue to another game.
To another game we go, but unfortunately the Lady Knights not able to pull this one out. As we don't really know the score, but we can just say the Lady Knights
did not win.
Did not win.
And with a broadcast had a lot of chaos and a lot of stuff going on the field, and that didn't go right. And a lot of stuff here didn't go right. Brian and I had a great time today with a beautiful day with you and our boy Jensen on camera. Thank you, Jensen.
Yeah, I mean, at least we got good weather, which is something we haven't really been able to say for most of these broadcasts. It's been very windy, cloudy, and all that.
It's because Ben has been here.
Indeed. But
if you're listening, stop coming.
He was at Lindenwold today. Today's Take Your Child to Work Day, so he was having fun with the Lindenwold Lions. But yeah, that's going to do it here on Channel 19 today. I'm Brian McLaren and Daniel Leakin saying so long, and as always, good nights.